Hello, you two brethren. Thou who walks before you and sits in his mighty throne, in his mighty chambers. All hail King Josiah. And I can legitimately be called a king because my mom named me, my sister, and my brother after names from people in the Bible. And in the Bible, Josiah was a king. So basically, you can legitimately call me a king. And I have this awesome sword. So yeah, I want to see if we could get that going in the comments. All hail King Josiah. For those who didn't know my first name, now you do. So, and by the way, this isn't actually a King Arthur sword, but since I have this in my house, I felt it was appropriate to have in this review. And since basically I am a king in the Bible, so yeah, it all feels appropriate, okay? No disrespect to anything like the Bible or this or anything, because I don't even know what this means. It says covenant partner. I searched it up a while ago, but I don't remember anymore what it means. So let me know what that means. Remind me in the comments, okay? Please and thank you. So, King Arthur. Why am I talking in this voice? I really, really like it. So I think I shall continue. Okay, I'll stop. So, and I don't think I'm going to do my party style reviews how I usually do. You know how I like give a general review and then do spoilers. I don't think I'm going to do that for this because I don't know too much about King Arthur, so I could accidentally be spoiling stuff in my general review that I wouldn't know is a spoiler. So it's just going to be a spoiler review, okay? So I had mixed feelings during at least the first half of the film. I had mixed feelings about how I was feeling about the film. And then it was really good. Like really, 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 really good. It was that good. And so it started off kind of, this is just for me personally how I felt about it. It started off kind of slow, but like it was telling the story of the king, and then his brother, was like jealous of him being king. And it kind of took me a while to comprehend all that until like half of the film was over. Then I was fully immersed in this. I was like, okay, all of this has happened. Now we're here, and King Arthur has to stop his father's brother, and I was fully invested, and I loved every second of it from there. But the beginning, like the first half was kind of slow for me when they were doing the story building and stuff, but I enjoyed the slow build because I'm a person who likes story. But I'm just saying it was like a slow kind of story build. But it was all good. And it was you remember when King Arthur was like he was about to get axed in the neck in front of all those people. And then he got saved by Mage and the group of people that were with her. I can't remember their names. I only remember Arthur and Mage. Those are the only people I remember name-wise. But, yeah. Ooh. See my reflection in this. Oh, alright. Sorry, I get distracted easily. But, yeah. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah. So it was like that part of the film when he was about to get guillotined, axed, and then he got, kind of rescued. And they were telling him, like, this is all that's going on. Like, your dad's brother is basically this guy, and you need to stop him and stuff. It was then that I comprehended everything that happened before then, and I was fully immersed in this movie because I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to be completely upfront and honest with you guys. I dozed off for like maybe 10 to 20 seconds, at least like 2 to 3 times in the very first act, like the first like 30 minutes of the film. Okay, so I didn't miss too much, but it was kind of because of that I couldn't comprehend what was happening, sort of. But then when they retold like what's happening and everything, I was all caught up. And the action, I've never seen. I mean, I have seen stuff like this, but it just looked really, really spectacular in this film. You know how like when we first saw him like clench the sword, I can't remember what scene it was, but it was absolutely amazing. He was like that, and then you saw like the ground like you saw the ground rise up, and like when he would fight, and I don't know if this was like in real time for him. Like, I don't know if when it will slow down and stuff, if all that was like actually happening for him when it was slow, or if it was just normal speed for him, but it was just for us to be able to see how fast he goes. I don't know, but that was so awesome. It would be like, boom, boom, bam, boom, boom. I absolutely loved those fight scenes. Those were really, really, really good. I like how the speed was ramped down and stuff, so we could see everything that was happening and everything like that. And the final fight scene, it was visually beautiful. Those are the words. It was visually beautiful. I absolutely loved it, and I loved that. I love the appearance of the villain. The King Arthur's father's brother. I loved his appearance, and I love the setup, the place for the final battle. Like, it just, it was so awesome. It was so awesome because I wasn't because I kind of gave it a rating when, like I told you, I was like in the first half of the film. I was like, okay, isn't everything I thought it would be? I'll give it maybe like a 6.3 out of 10. But then after he got rescued, when he was about to be axed, and everything, the action started picking up and everything, the story started really picking up and going into overdrive. Then I loved every single second of it, and it was absolutely amazing. But one thing that sucked, and I almost couldn't watch it when I saw it both times, and I'm just calling him this because I can't remember his name. Let me know down below in the comments. I'm sorry I don't remember his name, but I haven't read these books. But King Arthur's father's brother, when he had to kill his wife to turn into the thing. Remember the beginning of the film when he had to kill King Arthur's father? He had to sacrifice a person that he loved to those, like, that octopus type person, so that he could transform. And especially when he did it to his daughter, and you could tell he did not want to do it too, but it just sucked so bad. I hated it. That sucked, man. But yeah, that's all I could say. It really, really sucked. But I liked his appearance. I really liked his appearance. And what else? See, I don't know too much about the books or nothing, and to compare it to the movie, so I'm just thinking of like things I liked about the film. I liked what Mage could do, and I know like she can probably do this in the books too. But yeah, when she could like control the kind of telepath with the birds and the animals and stuff and the snakes. And remember when that snake she was controlling was gonna kill King Arthur's father's brother, and then he and killed it, and then that huge snake came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. And I don't remember seeing King Arthur's father's brother escaping during that scene to go down to the well, I don't remember seeing him get away. I don't know if they showed it, but I just didn't see it, or if they just didn't show it. I don't know. But, yeah. And by the way, this is not sharp. Well, is it? Let's test it, shall we? No. Not sharp at all. Well. Nah. Well. Nah. We're all good. I'm completely capable of wielding a sword, and I am not some child who will accidentally end up hurting someone. Okay? So, what else? And I can't remember too many names. Like I said, the only names I remember is Mage and Arthur, But I'm trying to remember what else I liked. I liked the story. Like I said, it was a slow build, but I liked the slow build. And I did fall asleep for not fall asleep, but dozed off 10 to 20 seconds, 3 different times in the first 30 minutes. But then when they repeated everything that had happened before then, I was all caught up and I was ready for this. And I liked when he always had visions when he clenched the sword, he didn't, that's why he didn't want to use it, because whenever he would clench the sword, he would have visions to when he saw his mom die by his father's brother, and then when he went into what's called the Badlands or the Darklands. I can't remember what it was called. I believe it was called the Darklands. It was then that when he clenched it, he saw everything that happened. And every time he did that, he didn't want to hold it, and then he eventually threw it in the water and tried to run away from it, but it came back to him, and it's this is look, your father's brother is gonna do this if you don't stop him. That's why you need to stop him ASAP, okay? So it was basically letting him know that he needs to step up his game and, get on this. And oh, okay. It's kind of storming outside, so I think it was just the wind or something. Okay. But yeah, I liked seeing the visions and stuff. I liked the action was probably, well, I think the story was my favorite part because and I know I'm repeating myself, but like I said, it was a slow build, and I liked when I finally comprehended everything, seeing the story go on and unfold and stuff into this final battle, and how the King Arthur's father's brother wanted to be king, and the whole thing with him having to sacrifice ones he loves to turn into that creature thing, and King Arthur's story of when as a child when we got to see him grow up and everything, so yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like I said, most reviews is probably comparing the book to the movie, But since I haven't read the book, it's just me talking about the movie, you know. But yeah, it was really, really good. And at the end, I was way more satisfied than I was at the beginning, because at the beginning, when I walked in, I was like, I thought it'd be a bit better than this. And then by the end, it was better than I'd expected. You just have to wait, okay? Some things is worth waiting for. You just have to wait. I would definitely watch it like 2 times over. It was good, okay? It was good. Whatever people say, if they say like it was as good as you think it would be just because of the trailers, that's just because they don't have the patience to let the story build, you know. You have to have that kind of patience, because I remember with Kong it was also like that, you know. You just have to have that patience to let the story build, you know, because there is no movie really without a story, pretty much. At least that's what I think. You need some kind of context or plot as to why this is happening, you know. But yeah, I think that will about do it, because I think I've said pretty much everything I want to talk about. And yeah, if you enjoyed this review, let me know what you thought. Links to all my social media down below in the description box. If you enjoyed this video, give the like button a thumbs up, share it. And doubt you subscribe to the Mad Squad. Wait, and become a royal subject of the Mad Squad. We are on our perilous journey to 10,000 loyal subjects to be part of King Josiah's empire. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it felt appropriate. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. Hope you all have a marvelous day. And all hail the King Josiah. Oh my. I meant to do that, alright? Now let me slay.